Neutral. Hello everybody. Brett back with round 3 here. This is part 3 of the video of modifying and setting up a cultivator. Let me turn the camera around, we'll get started. As you can see, I have made it snaggle toothed. I have tucked the 4 inside shanks out, springs. While I was next to the air compressor, I have to go to my son's because he keeps my air compressor. But he's got a good impact gun. While I was over, I moved these. Like I said, I moved them from here to here, both sides. And I made this plate. If you want to see the plate made, I've got a part 2. But it's not on the Swafford Homestead, it's on the Hillbilly Custom page. And I'll put a link. You can go down into the description, there'll be a link for it. That's where I did the machine shop work. Well, I used the machine shop. We really didn't machine it, we really just drilled it. This was just basic drilling, it wasn't nothing precision about it. But I pointed out in that video, I'll point it out in this one right quick. You notice this hole's really close to the edge. This hole's probably twice as far. That's how far out of alignment this thing is. I squared this plate off, edge up with the end of the cultivator set. This is where they lined up at. So the holes is not right to begin with, but we're going to use all 4 of these holes. These 2 I put, that's where I'm moving the 2 middle springs. But anyway, the springs that was in the front, I'm moving them to the first hole, which will be here and here on this plate and down here. It's first hole on the actual cultivator. I got the bolt in it there. I sizing everything up before I started trying to assemble. I'm going to set the camera up. I'm going to set the camera down, I guess you can say. I'm going to bolt this plate up and I'm going to bolt everything together loosely where you can see it. And we'll talk about the distances between the springs, how this is going to work. Finally got the thing together. This has been a hard video to make. Winds blowing, distractions, noises. I'm just trying to make a good quality video here. Let you see what we got done. I do have it assembled completely. I've got it tightened with the impact gun. I took the tractor back over to Jesse's after I got the boat started and borrowed his impact and my air compressor back and put a plow together. Now the metal plate I showed you, it's at the bottom there, goes all the way across. The 2 outside springs of this pack of 4 holds the plate on. That way I can take it off and make changes, or I can take it off and put it all back with the 4 bolts. Moving the 4 bolts and 4 springs, everything's back to normal if I don't like it. I hope this works, because it's going to help me keep the garden cleaner easier. I'm trying to get away from using the shovel and the hoe and spending a lot of time cleaning grass out, because grass grows really good here. If we grow anything good in our gardens, it's grass. It don't matter how much you work, you've got a really good crop of grass. So I'm trying to get something that'll help me out, where I can get more done quicker, hopefully, and not work as hard. But out here on the points, this outside spring plow is about 14 inches from the edge of this plow. Same thing here, these 4 plows across is about 14 inches of cut, what they're going to make. So it'll make a 14-inch valley, these 4. It'll leave a 14-inch hill over here in between these. And it's the same distance here, it's about 14 inches from the edge of this one to this one. So I should be able to clean out between 2 rows here. And this should kind of scrape the edges. Well, let me get my camera with me. This should scrape the edges of the edge of this row, along with this one scraping the outside edge of this row. So I should have a 14-inch hill, a 14-inch valley, and a 14-inch hill. Of course, on each side of the hill is going to be a valley for the tars to ride in. hopefully this is going to clean out really well. 4 prongs, it's 4 spring plows, it's a little tight in there, but I'm hoping to kind of push dirt out. That's the reason I set the 2 in the middle forward a little bit, where the other 2 on the outside is the normal length. Kind of make a V shape, hopefully push the dirt to each side. Was my thought anyway. But it rained about 9/10 of an inch, almost an inch last night, so we won't be trying it in the garden. I was going to take it to the big garden, but it's way too wet. It'd be more of a mud run than it would be a trial run. Be lucky if we didn't get stuck. I just got done raking the garden with these cultivators and breaking the dirt up before it rained. But we hope this works out. Like I said, it's reversible. It's just cost about $30. That plate was, I think it was $14 or $15 for the plate of steel. Maybe a little more. The bolts was right at $16 for 4 little bolts. Nuts. I guess that ain't bad if it's gonna help me get my work done. The tractor shouldn't have any trouble pulling it. I mean, it's the same amount of springs, same amount of plows. It should work the tractor about the same. The good part we spotted about this, if I can get the wheels scooted in far enough on the old C farm, this thing would work with it even being a tricycle. Because I can set the wheels where this will cut out the path of the tricycle front end. And if my back tires scoot in far enough, these will help clean up that part. Maybe I can use both tractors if I get this set right. It'd be a large help. I don't know if it'll be a part 4 or we're just going to have a tryout video, but we are going to put this thing in the dirt here in a few days and see how this thing works. I'm curious to see how this is going to work out. I'm just stubborn enough. I'm going to keep pushing and keep trying. I'll make it do what I want it to do eventually. Just have to keep trying. I appreciate you watching. Like the video, subscribe if you haven't, leave us a comment, tell us what you think. God bless.